What else do we want to talk about?
I don't even think that was recording my voice.
Okay, let's talk about a couple of things. Number one, the gnome patch class. It did sell out. We had 2 sessions. That's how good that class is, ladies. It's that good. So, if you
Thanks
have
for
a
letting me know,
machine,
Terry. I fixed it, I think.
thanks for letting who know what?
See, they couldn't hear us.
Oh, okay. Was I just talking to
No,
nobody?
they on this one.
So the gnome patch class, that is a class where you'll learn how to bring in a design foregoing the scanner. I was actually working with my scanner yesterday, and I had it was part of a redwork quilt, and it was the hand embroidery part, and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna hand embroider this. So I went to scan it, and the scan was okay. It was from a photocopy, and it wasn't very dark, and the lines weren't very thick, and it was okay. So the benefit of bringing in a design just from the USB, I think, is the oftentimes it's going to be, as long as the picture is good, the quality is going to be better. The
scanning's a whole lot quicker because you don't have
yes,
to scan.
yeah, since
And
there
the
is no scanning.
Lighting in your room doesn't interfere with the actual quality of the image.
So what Shauna said, the lighting in your room isn't going to interfere with the quality of your scan. It's just easier, better, and a better quality. So I was thinking, oh geez, if only I had this on a USB, how wonderful would that be to forego all of that scanning? Because
printer ink and paper.
Yeah, you're saving printer ink, paper, and I had to go in there and blow it up. I blew it up. I was using my 1600% magnification, and I was adding in the lines that it didn't add in, and I was erasing. And I still think, as opposed to hand stitching it, that's going to be way faster for me. But if I could have foregone that, it would have been great. So my whole point is Shauna's going to be adding another one of these classes because, like I said, it's that good. And probably in about 2 weeks, we don't have it up yet, but we're going to be adding that
before the live stream's over.
Before the live stream is over.
So, Nula just commented that the promotions page was not up and running. And the reality is we had hidden it over the weekend because the needles were still up there. And quite frankly, we needed to pull it down so we didn't have like 8 million needles that we had to handle.
You know what? Let's talk about daily deals. So when daily deals happen, sometimes I win and sometimes I lose. And if I lose, that means the next day I have to cry, which means what that means is when we do the daily deals, a lot of times I'll just buy like 10 because I just don't know if it's going to be super popular or if you're going to hate it. Like sometimes I go, oh my God, they are going to love this daily deal. And then nobody gets it. So and then the next day after that I cry so that a couple of you feel bad for me.
And then a couple of you buy stuff because you feel bad for Jamie.
I'm just kidding. Please
don't
ever
do
that.
You should feel bad for is me. Last night, again, what? I'm like, Violet, you need to get out of here. I need to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Then we told Violet that we told you guys that.
We were watching Ozzy Man. Have you ever watched Ozzy Man? Oh my God, Ozzy Man is so funny. But he plays videos and then he does like commentary that he just makes up, and he's super super funny. So we were watching that, laughing so hard. They had this obstacle course for dogs. And on the side of it was just like a runway. And on the sides, they had like plates of food and treats. And then they had toys. And so the dogs, if they could just run straight through without...
It was an obedience competition.
Yeah, they could run straight through without being distracted by any of that. So all the dogs
were... big sausages.
Yeah, all the dogs were running straight through, and then Wilson got up. And Wilson, was he like a golden?
He was a golden retriever.
He's a beautiful golden. He stopped at every plate. He's like eating everything. And then he stopped and played with every single toy. It was so funny.
This is what they keep me up late for.
Yeah, we were like, we gotta watch this one more, Patrick, and we just ignore him when he says, when he's like, I gotta go to bed.
I've gotta go to sleep, ladies. Get out of my room.
And Violet and I ignore him. We just keep watching Ozzy Man. Okay, so sometimes I don't have all of the items. So they become a special order. I know that can be frustrating because I know we've waited for certain things. Um, but that's kind of how it works just because we don't, number one, we don't have the space to carry all the inventory. Number two, we're a smaller shop and we just can't afford to like buy 30 or 40 of things. Sometimes like the needles, those were popular. So I was able to fill out some of the orders, and then for most of you, I've had to reorder, and then I put in the orders.
We actually had a ton of needles. You ladies just bought a ton of needles.
Yeah.
Like, we had a lot of needles.
Yeah, like the IQ thing, that was really really popular too. I had a 10 set of everything, not the 1 through 4, because I was like, a lot of people got those. Why are you?
I knew that was gonna be a super
Oh
popular
yeah,
daily
Patrick
deal.
was like, this one's gonna be really
She
good.
was
And I
like,
was
"Why'd
like,
you get so many of these?" I was like, "The ladies love these DVDs."
all right.
I'm not always right, but
So
when I am, I like to remind her.
more of those, and then so sometimes every once in a while we'll have somebody that gets something and then they're like, I don't want it. That makes it hard on us because I go through the numbers, I go through all the names, and I purchase based on those numbers. If I have, if it's like $200 a set, and then I have 5 people who are like, say, oh, I changed my mind, then that's $1,000 of inventory that I purchased that, you know, that we're going to have sitting here. But, I don't worry about it too much because it's never sitting here that long. However, I just want you to consider that. And I totally get it. There are some things that are taking longer than other things, especially if you're new to us, like Lori. If you guys could just, be patient with us. Everything does get ordered, and
Well, supply chain has been a
Stephanie,
challenge.
that's probably why you're mentioning it. Calligraphy said, I did reach out to my brother rep, and
Didn't
he
they
couldn't
send
give
them
me.
to us, right? I thought that
He
was in
couldn't-
that ship notification.
You didn't let me know.
You and I talked about it last week. I gave you the product
No.
code, and you were like, "Yeah,
No.
that's the
No,
calligraphy
because
set."
he said he couldn't give me a definitive date. That's what he told me. We'll discuss this in private. So he's checking it right now. So just know that sometimes when we do these deal of the days, they do sell out and then they have to be reordered. So you might have to wait for some of this stuff. What else do we want to talk about? Oh, let's talk about Software 101. Software 101 is starting on March 1st, and it is going to be a 10 class series. So we do have some spots left in that. Michelle is only doing one session this time. I think it was a little exhausting to do the 2 sessions. This is for PE Design 11 and Palette 11. Reason we can't do the earlier versions is there's just too many differences. So it's just for those 2 versions of the software. Sign up. The ladies, yeah, sign up. Where else are you gonna? I know some of you have the software and you have no idea how to use it. So sign up so you can learn how to use it. You'll learn so much. That the ladies, I mean, even if you just opened it up, I know some of you have never even opened up your software. This is going to be the opportunity for you to do that and to have some guidance through the software and learn how to use it. And it's like a car. You're not going to use every single feature. You might just learn some things that those are going to be the things that you're going to do all the time, and that's great too. But you'll get a tour of your software, and that's what it's really meant to do. Anything else?
Should we do our? I think we could do it this way. I could do a window capture here.
I also wanted to mention to you, yes, Joanne Bell is saying it was great. Nuala said it was a great class too. So some people were having trouble that took the Facebook class, that took the Software 101 are having trouble finding their old classes if they want to view it again, or if they go, I know we learned that, but I don't remember how to do it. So Michelle went and created a PDF document with links to all those classes, so you don't have to, because like I had to go through and like scroll through, and there's a lot of information there. Michelle creates so many amazing videos on top of what you learn in the class. She does like little snippets and little lessons, mini lessons. Um, so now you have a doc, and I think she put it in the Facebook group, and then we're going to send it to the ladies that took the class, where you can just go, oh, I want to see the class from um, October 28th. Does it have, is it also say what the topic was?
The classes are numbered from 1 to 10. In the middle, I did a 1 through 5 recap, which was like an hour and a half video. That one's in there.
Do you want to, instead of me having to repeat this, where you can just tell them? Does it have the date and what was covered?
It doesn't have the topics per se, but it starts from 1, goes to 10. In the middle, the ones in the ladies that were in 101 know that I did an hour and a half recap of classes 1 through 5 before we went forward. So that one's in there. And there's also clickable links to the private videos, all 45 of them on YouTube.
45 private videos in there too.
That were on videos, that were on YouTube. So that's on there. And then I will continue to work on that because there were some just questions that I answered that, you know, that are in there as well.
Yeah.
It just takes a while to get it all in order.
It all takes time, ladies. It all takes time. So that's going to be on there too. And I think Michelle's going to send you ladies.
Stephanie, that Facebook group was only for the people that actually paid for and took Software 101. So you'll have your own Facebook group when you start.
Yes. So that, that is not, this isn't stuff that, I mean, it took Michelle a lot of time, a lot of energy to create the curriculum. I don't think there's anything else there like it.
No, I realize that there's a lot of stuff online that you can get for free, but here's what's different. If you go online and you say, I want to make a hang tag or a name key fob, you get the directions on how to make a key fob, but you don't understand how those tools that you use to make a key fob can make anything else. So I kind of try to build a foundation so that you know what the tools do so that you can use them in other areas. And that's what makes it different.
So, don't try and join that group. Don't try and join Software 101 if you did not register and pay for that class, because we don't give access to it. There's so much paid content. There's so much that went into that. So if you want to take the class, you do have to register for it. And people have asked if they actually have to, if they can just watch the videos later.
Yeah.
Some people can't make the class.
You can watch the videos later. This was the topic comes up periodically about doing a Saturday class, and I wouldn't mind doing a Saturday class, but I'm not doing a Saturday class and giving up my Saturday for 2 people. So this kind of solves the Saturday class thing. Is the classes are recorded. I do a lot of content where I record before class so that you can have a copy of what we're going to do before it's done. And then I answer questions and whatnot that come up during the week within the group. So all of that is content that you can access at your own leisure after work or on Saturday on your own. You can still be part of the group. You can still ask questions. I still monitor the group on the weekends.
So, Stephanie, it's on Facebook. The group's on Facebook, but again, that group is closed out just for the people that were in that session. There'll be another Facebook group for the.
Yeah,
for
I'm
the,
just getting ready to make to create.
Group.
Yeah.
So Elizabeth's asking, and I had a couple people ask about the GNOME project. So yeah. So next week, Shauna has the. Do you have the sample here? So we'll bring it in tomorrow, but Shauna's doing the HTV class. So it's the HTV GNOME. It's that adorable T-shirt that Alex was wearing.
Yes.
Are you going to be doing it on a T-shirt or?
We're doing it. I'm going to be doing mine on a bag, so I have.
So it's going to be on a tote bag.
But in the supply list, you could do it on like a child's T-shirt or a tote. We're not doing it that large.
How large
class.
is it going to be?
It's going to be around like 6 by 6, 7 by 7.
So it's going to be about this big.
Yeah, it's going to be about this big. Just to give you an idea. That way we can actually complete everything in class, including the ironing and how to properly layer.
So I had a couple people ask about that class, and they signed up yesterday. So you can go onto the website, and if you just put in the search bar HTV, I think it'll come up.
It should be the first thing to come up.
Just you could either go into the calendar. Remember, I showed you yesterday. Go into calendar and then click through there, or just go in the little magnifying glass, the search thing. Just type in HTV, and I think the class will come up. It's next Thursday, is that right?
Yes.
So the class is next Thursday. It's in the afternoon.
And then I just put up the IQ gnome.
Oh, she
another
just
section.
added another one of the gnome patch. This is working in your IQ or your design center.
Oh my
So
God,
that's
that
up there
patch is
as
so
well.
cute. It's like the cutest gnome
And
ever.
those ladies just had so much fun.
It was fun, and I think it taught some new technique. Hopefully something new.
You know, that's what their classes are really about, is developing a technique. So maybe it's like you like cats more than you like gnomes, but it's not saying that once you do the gnome class, you can't make a cat on your own, you
And
know?
even if you,
So Elizabeth's question here is, what is the heat transfer carrier? It's just the plastic thing.
It's
it
the
is
that's
the
clear
on-
plastic.
plastic.
So most heat transfer vinyl
I don't-
comes.
Can you hear Shauna?
Can you hear me?
Shout. Or wait, is this on?
No. So
Oh, it's not
most
even plugged
most
in.
heat transfer vinyl comes with a carrier already installed to it. But when you're layering, it can become like a little melted and warped. If you're using scissor or sizer, you can just get away with using the carrier that's on that. But if you're using off-brand like the Cricut, or if you're using something from like Amazon, you're gonna want to get an additional carrier, which
Do we sell
Jeannie,
this?
yeah, Jeannie has it in the store. She sells it by the yard.
Oh, it's that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It's the
Okay.
So
stuff
we
with the
have
grid on
a
it.
heat
Can
resistant.
you grab it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
ours
Where
is
it is?
heat resistant and it's pre-marked. So that
Okay,
you don't have to
so
worry about
if you have trouble hearing that, the carrier is that plastic thing. So when you do the cuts and you weed it, it makes it so you
can
can bring
lift
the
it,
design
yeah.
and just put it wherever you want to put it. It's the plastic. It's the clear plastic that's attached to the vinyl.
It also is what you put the heat on, because you
Yes.
don't put the heat on the actual vinyl. You put the heat on the carrier.
So if you have scissor products, you don't have to worry about this. But if you have any other type of vinyl, I found that the vinyl gets melted into the fabric rather than adhering to
Ooh.
it. So
Yeah.
then it gets really tough and then it just falls off when you wash it.
Okay,
So this is what prevents that from happening.
so if you have sizers, you can just use that carrier. It won't melt. If
It
you're
won't
using
melt,
the other
yeah.
brands, it melts to the vinyl.
Every
So
vinyl I've ever
we
tried.
sell this here in the store by the yard.
Yep.
I can't remember how
Anna,
much it is.
you are
It's
looking
$1.99.
at the
It's on the
carrier
bag.
right now.
It's $1.99 a yard.
It's $1.99 a yard. So and this separates, and then you have the carrier, and this can you use it over and over?
Sometimes,
For
Yeah,
one
you
project?
definitely can. And
But-
what's nice is the grids help you
Do you
stay
see this?
super lined up,
Yeah.
and then they just brush off. Like because they will show up. It's kind of like a powder, so it'll show up on the fabric, and then you just brush it off, and it doesn't leave any type of marking. And it's not like a friction pen where you have to worry about it coming back in the cold.
Okay, so it's just gone.
Yeah, it's just gone afterwards.
Okay, so that's what the carrier is. If you need that for the class, let us know. And I do have sizers. So is that going to be our deal of the day tomorrow? I think.
Oh yeah.
I think that's going to be our deal of the day tomorrow. We're selling sizers packs. It's going to be limited to what I have in stock. So, but that's going to be, like I said, our deal of the day. And anything else?
Jelly roll rug class.
Oh yeah. So Shauna added a jelly roll rug class. It's an oldie but goodie if you haven't taken the jelly roll rug. It's super, super fun. And that's a reminder for me. I'm going to get some jelly rolls. How about that? How about we have some jelly rolls in the store?
I love
So-
jelly rolls.
I love jelly rolls too. When and I think I also Shauna put this up on the calendar.
Yeah.
This is on the calendar
It's also on
finally.
the promotions page.
And it's on the promotions page. So this class is up. This is going to be the Anita Good Blackboard bags. Aren't they so cute? So, and there's some modifications from the original instructions. I added batting and I added a liner, and I'll show you
And
how to
cool
do that.
zippers.
And
Very
the
cool
zippers.
zippers.
I mean, aren't the zippers so cool? So I finally got the zipper tape in.
Yay.
So this is, and I didn't get all my zipper tape because I ordered more than this.
I was a bad influence, ladies.
Oh my God, it was so hard to, I promised myself I would only spend a certain amount, and I was like double that. So I had to like whittle it down. I don't know if you guys ever do that. I do that when I shop.
It's
in
so hard
Sundance.
to let go of the
So
one, you know.
this is finally in this store. I think I only have 10. So I just checked. They do have it in stock, so I'm gonna order more. But this is Pandemia's metallic zipper tape. So if you can see this one has the rainbow. I know it's kind of hard to see in the packaging. It's 5mm zipper tape. I mean, not 5.
Number
yeah, 5mm, number 5, which is the size of the teeth. It's pretty much as big as you can go for these projects. I have white and then I have black, and it comes with a zipper pull. So this is really, really nice. This is going to be, it's $10.99. It's on the site at 20% off, and that's what your class discount would be as well. So this is on there. Let me show it to you on both. I'm doing this because I have two different cameras. And you need this for the class. You can use a regular zipper, but what about learning a new skill and working with
Oh,
some zipper tape?
you need zipper tape in your life.
It's so fantastic. I mean, look at it. Isn't that so amazing? It just makes the bag. So
It
that's
does.
on there. Remember, I only have 10, so I think it's on there as type in zipper tape, or you could type in metallic.
This is so cool.
I love it.
It's
I
gold.
don't have the gold. I did order some gold, but I don't have the gold. I did order all of that, but it does come from overseas and it takes about a month. So I scheduled the class for the beginning of March in hopes that maybe it would come in, but I'm not positive it's going to be
But
there.
I could probably cover you because you saw my zipper wall.
Oh my God, you should have seen. Michelle sent me a picture of her zipper wall, and I was like, I sent her a note saying, Michelle, literally, I was just drooling over all this zipper tape.
Yep.
In my car. So this is going to be the daily deal. The other thing that's on there too is the pattern for the zipper. This is a digital download. So this is not going to be the hard copy. Anita Good is really not doing hard copies anymore. So it's the digital download of the design, 30% off, because you need this for the class too. There are just so many cute sewing. It's all little sewing sayings. This
Kathy, these aren't the metallic zippers aren't metal. They are metallic.
color.
They're metallic covering over nylon zipper. So it's still a plastic zipper. So there's no metal involved. It's just the metallic finish. It's like plating.
Yes, it's just going to be a polyester zipper.
Yep, just
So yes,
no different.
You will be able to sew right over it. And I think this class is up for the very beginning of March, just to give me some time to get all the rest of the zippers in.
Okay, can I share?
All
right. So last week I did the Technique Tuesday with binding, and at the end of the little class, I said this is only how you do straight binding, because I didn't cut my binding on the bias. If you want to do a circle, this is binding in a circle. And this was something I actually posted this weekend in the current software group because I knew there were multi-needle users in there. So I showed them how to split a design for the jumbo hoop on the multi-needle machine in their software. And then I figured as long as I was doing one, I might as well do a project of circular binding. So that's cut on the bias.
Let us know if you'd like a binding class. And then you could learn straight binding, 90 degree corners.
Yeah, different corners.
And round binding. And I mean, isn't this this is built in?
Yeah, it's one of the fills in the design center on no, actually that one's in software, but there are because
so pretty.
The machine doesn't have the capability of creating a split design, so that one's in software, but I think that one's actually on the machine as well.
Love it. So gorgeous. And
are we done?
I think we're done.
Okay.
We're gonna have some more kits for you this week, and we're gonna be announcing
spaces in this one.
I think we are filled up.
Oh.
Don't forget to come and get your design. If you're signed up for the table runner class with Michelle, we do have these in stock. I might have a couple left over. It's they're not on the website because
it's next Monday. So
Monday.
Also, ladies, those of you that are in the class, please, please, please pay attention to your email. I sent you all an invitation to the Facebook group. I have posted videos already in the Facebook group. It's like my little pre-class video so that you know what's going on, so you can learn a different technique, all that stuff. If you're not in the Facebook group yet, please, please, please request to join. Go to your email. It'll be there.
Go on the drawing. Patrick, the drawing. Oh, and Technique Tuesday. So Shirley asked about Technique Tuesday. We're kind of going through that list because you guys had sent us You sent us, remember one of our questions was, what would you like to see in Technique Tuesday? And you sent us a whole amazing list. Buttonholes was one of them. So we're going to do a video, and then we will post it, just showing you guys all how to do different buttonholes. There is a new buttonhole feature in this fluorescent luminaire, and we're going to show that to you too. So the drawing, Miss Lori, we're gonna do the drawing, but we have to turn this off to do the drawing, but we'll do a video of it, and we'll do it right now. So see you ladies later. Be creative, make something awesome, and we will see you here tomorrow. Mwah! Love you guys.